Welcome to a very special edition of a free training as voted by you over here in our private Facebook community for elite six-figure sales professionals that struggle with burnout, emotional burden, emotional overwhelm. Maybe you're feeling a void that, okay, I am doing fine, but I'm not connected to my purpose. I am not connected to my mission. I have a lack of who my identity really needs to be. There is a void. This group is here to give you that support, the tools required for you to play at your highest level so that you can continue to impact more lives with what you sell. If you are not already in this group, this free private Facebook community, go ahead and join by going to seansena.group. That's SEANSENA.group. Click on the request to join button, fill out the application, and you will be in with us fellow rainmakers very shortly. Today's training was actually voted by you, by a overwhelming majority. You voted to learn how to unleash the powers of your subconscious mind. I thought that it was interesting that why a tribe of sales professionals would actually vote to learn on such a topic. So I inquired further. It turns out that people understand that just having the powers of their conscious mind alone is not enough. It's extremely limited. But they understand that there is a force within them, within you, that when you learn to tap into it and use it and wield it, and there is no end, no limit to how many times you can actually do this, then how many times would you actually use the powers of your unlimited mind? The answer is, you'll never stop using it. You are sitting right on top of a very powerful key that if you only learn to just use it, you can have everything you want. Am I reading from a book? Am I quoting some theories for you to hear? If you follow my story, you'll know that every single time, every chapter of my life, I have always been a severely underpowered weakling. Growing up, when I wanted to excel in the sport of badminton, like you see in this picture right now, I was weak, I was sickly, I was uncoordinated. How would I ever do well in the sport? Well, it turns out, in 2012, I picked up fencing. In less than 3 years, after reading The Master Key System by Charles Hanna, I qualified for the Singapore national fencing team. If you had seen how stiff I was, how underconfident I was, and you saw my change the way my peers at university saw my change, you too would have been wondering, what the hell happened? How did I become a professional martial artist? And training people from all walks of life, CEOs, professional fighters, the layman, you name it. It was all because of the power of my subconscious mind with you, which you have too. How did I go from a broke martial artist with no business acumen to building a series of high income skills and then pivoting to build my own 6 to 7 figure business, scaling from 6 to 7 when I was just making $50 per hour just a couple of years back. Again, could I have done it alone? Not with my conscious mind. It was the same key that I tapped into again and again. It is the same key that gave me the knowing, that gave me the confidence to know that if I put my mind, I center my mind on what I want to do, I will achieve it. Is it coincidence? Is it luck? Am I very impressive physically? I don't think so. I'm very skinny. Am I very impressive mentally? No. I almost got kicked out of university more than twice because my grades were failing. I am the most average, the most normal Singaporean dude you can find. The only difference is I learned to unleash the power of my subconscious mind. And when you learn how to do this, as you have voted to learn how to do, you can have everything you want. Am I exaggerating? Is this some self-development video that's going to repeat what you already know? Well, you decide. Look at my life journey and observe the things that I've been able to overcome and ask yourself, what's the difference? Is it really in a person's physical constitution? If that's the case, then the most successful people will all be the physically strongest ones. Is that the case? Is it the case of the smartest people will always become the most successful? Well, take a look at how many university professors are broke. If it is not the strongest people, if it is not the most beautiful people, if it is not the smartest people that achieve success, then what exactly is the secret? My answer to you, and it is my hope that after this session, with your own study, with your own research, with your own discernment, that you can come to the same conclusion that the answer must be in your mind. If that's the case, if this is what you are looking for, then you are on the right journey. Let's take a look at what you are sitting on at this very moment. Your mind is not the same as your brain. Your brain is but an organ. Mind is everywhere. It is in every fiber, every cell of your being. It is in every atom, every molecule, and every electron. Mind is everywhere. All is mind, and mind is all. The human being is an individualization of the same mind that created you. As such, in men, there are only two modes of thinking. One, the conscious way, and two, the subconscious way. The organ of the conscious mind is known as your brain. The organ of your subconscious mind is your solar plexus. Now, understand that these two modes of your thinking, they operate very differently. Your conscious mind is like the gatekeeper at the gate, where you can consciously choose and decide yes or no, left or right, forward or backwards. You can choose, you can argue, you can discern with your conscious mind. And then you go to sleep. Does your subconscious mind ever sleep? Can you command your subconscious mind to stop? Can you actually tell your big and small intestines to, hey, stop digesting for a moment? You can't. The subconscious mind is running 24/7. In fact, it deals with more than 90% of your mental activity. Without your subconscious, you probably couldn't be doing a lot of the things that you have been doing in your life. Rapid calculations, automatic habits, instant discernment, your higher mental faculties, your instinct, your intuition, your imagination, your desire, your will. All these, can they be done only by your conscious mind? Understand that your subconscious mind is infinitely more powerful than your conscious mind can ever be. The reason why you feel burnt out, why you feel stressed out, why you feel emotionally overwhelmed is because you have been relying on your conscious mind for too much, too hard, and too long, and it is tired. Your subconscious mind, on the other hand, is infinitely more powerful. It doesn't tire, it doesn't sleep, it doesn't rest, and it doesn't argue. Recognize the difference between your conscious and subconscious faculties. This, your subconscious mind, is the key to everything you want. You want to have that six-figure lifestyle as a sales professional? You can't do it with just your conscious mind. You want to break free from your current, let's say, physique and build your ideal body shape, your ideal state of health, the ideal relationship that you want, all your joy, happiness, lifestyle design, everything that you ever could wish for, you must do it with your subconscious mind. Just your conscious mind alone is not enough to get it done. You will tire and burn out. Okay? This is key to everything. Understand that every unsurmountable obstacle that I've been able to overcome, I did it with the help of my subconscious mind. I cannot stress this enough. Without it, I would always have been the weakling that I was. So you are in this training. If there is one takeaway that you can have, is to understand your responsibility, your power. What you are actually sitting on right now, if you're doing nothing with it, then you are doing a huge injustice to yourself. You must learn how to tap into this power. Otherwise, you will always feel burnt out, stressed, and overwhelmed. This is the key that you must take home today from this training. Whatever your subconscious mind accepts to be true, it must come to pass. What does that mean? It means that whatever your subconscious mind accepts, it must become your reality. If your subconscious mind accepts that you are a six-figure elite sales professional, that becomes your reality. You will have six-figure problems. You will have six-figure clients. You will have six-figure thoughts, frequencies, actions, habits. It will become your physical reality if your subconscious mind accepts that to be its reality. The question is, how do I get it to accept it as my reality? Understand that there is no argument whatsoever from your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind can discern, can argue. As far as your subconscious mind goes, the moment it accepts as truth, it becomes your truth, period. There's no excuses, going in circles, complaining, nothing. The moment it accepts, bam, it becomes your reality. What does this mean? Is this key very far away from you? Are your goals very far away from you? What if I told you that you are sitting on it at this very moment? And I know it for a fact, not from some book, not from some Teacher, I have lived it. I am living it. Look at every different phase of my life. It is always a breakthrough. It always seemed impossible at the previous phase, the phase prior to the next one. It always seemed impossible. Then the change happened. But people only look at the change on the outside. They don't know what is happening. They think it's luck. They think I was born with the opportunity. They don't know how much I had to scratch and claw to learn how to reprogram my subconscious mind. This is the master key to everything that you have ever wanted. In order to permanently change your results, you must be willing and able to reprogram your subconscious mind. I would like you to repeat this sentence aloud to yourself. Say it from the first person point of view for yourself. In order to permanently change my results, I must be willing and able to reprogram my subconscious mind. Once you own this master key, you can use it to open any lock you can even conceive of. What happens when you start using this master key and reprogramming your mind? You have a goal, you put that goal into your subconscious, it sinks in, it accepts as your reality. What's possible? Outcome number one, everything gets amplified. If you follow my journey, from weak, sickly kid to national athlete, from weak, sickly kid to professional martial artist, from broke martial artist, broke fencing coach, to earning a high-income lifestyle, and from there pivoting once again to build a 7-figure business, you will notice that just prior to whatever stage that I want to conquer, I was always a severely underpowered weakling. I couldn't understand what martial arts was. I never could understand what copywriting was. I never could understand what selling was. I never could understand what is a business about. And then I would go silent for about 3, 6, 9 months, even 2 to 3 years, and then I start overtaking everyone else. If you study my journey, you will see this pattern repeating itself again and again and again. Is it because I'm physically special? Is it because I am mentally special? No. I am as average, as underpowered as any dude could be. Just look at my old photos. I have learned the art of concentration. This is the master key. I concentrate on this key while everyone else focuses on the things that happen on the outside, which we term as conditions, as effects, as results. My question to you is, what is the cause? Meditate on this question. What is the cause? The end goal of using your subconscious mind is that while people struggle with effects, they are replacing one effect with another. They are covering one symptom with another. Oh, I'm not selling. Oh, you know what? I'm going to buy another program. I'm still not selling. I'm going to continue investing. Maybe if I acquire 500, 1,000 clever techniques, I can eventually sell better and get those commissions. Is that true? If you're always playing with results, with effects, with techniques, you are dealing with outcome. And outcome is always changing. You want the root. You want the cause. You want to own the root cause. When you can do that, you will outperform everyone else, and people will start to just look at you as this overachiever, but they don't understand that with every one step, With every 10 steps that they take dealing with effects, the single one step that you take that hits the cause, everything gets amplified. Why? Because in that 1 year that you spend working on the causes, you will be able to do what people do in 10. Do you understand what I just said? You are going to be so quick, fast, effective, and powerful that your 1 year is going to be equal to the 10 years of tedious effort that people use because they are dealing with causes. They're dealing with effects, and you are a master of causes. You own the master key. So in that sense, everything gets amplified. You will be slow in the beginning, but once the momentum builds, you become unstoppable. Outcome number 2, when you successfully reprogram your subconscious mind, not only does everything get amplified, answers start to find you. Because the moment your subconscious has been awakened, you open not just one channel, you open infinite paths for things to happen. Why? Because you're not chasing after the goal. You understand? You have become the goal because the subconscious has accepted that the goal is already an existing fact. So you become the goal. You're not chasing the goal. Now, what happens on the mental plane is that more always leads to more. Like attracts like. This is a law on the mental plane. So imagine if you are the ideal, what gets attracted to you? Is it more want? Is it more lack? Is it more complaining? Is it more techniques? Or is it more solutions? You understand? So you stop chasing. The answers find you. You just need to focus on concentrating upon the ideal. In doing so, the answers you seek start seeking you. At this point, a lot of people who are still stuck in a very logical way of thinking, they will say, well, how do I do it? Understand that no human mind can ever understand how the how happens because manifestation follows a path that cannot be articulated. Lao Tzu said, if the Tao could be articulated, it is no longer the eternal Tao. There is no conscious pathway to figuring out how all these answers find you. Like Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots backwards. So connect it when you have achieved everything you want. But for now, you need to learn how to concentrate in the right way so that your subconscious says, I am here, I am the goal, I am. And then you just be. There's no more chasing. There is no more lacking. There's no more wanting. Do you understand this? It is so important. The moment you chase, you are telling your subconscious mind that you don't have. So if you have been doing that, I would like you to stop and rethink how you have been thinking. Outcome number 3. Things become easy. Because your subconscious has already accepted your goal as being organically part of you, when things get amplified, when answers start seeking you, it follows that your growth is no longer a linear process. It becomes an exponential process, which means that every 10 days, every 20 days, every 30 days, when your fellow peers are doing the same thing as you, the techniques remain the same. The expression remains the same. You will start to see that why is it that you and your peers are doing the same thing? Why is it that your application becomes way faster? It seems magical. It seems easy, and people just can't understand. They start thinking to themselves, I put in the hard work for more than a decade to get here. Why do things just seem easy for this person? I struggle with 100 questions with my conscious mind. Why does this person just look like everything he does gets amplified? Answers find him. Man, it just seems so easy for this person. The reason why that happens is because they deal with the superficial. They deal with the changing. With the master key, we deal with the unchanging, timeless principles. Something that can stand the test of time, something that is unchanging, rests upon certain foundations. These foundations must be extracted, must be identified. That's when you take charge of the causes. That's why we learn from the best. We want to find, hey, what is the best doing internally and externally that is different from me? What are the true causes? Not the superficial reasons, not the superficial techniques, not some clever word that you can say to your prospect and then get a sale. What are the true causes that lie within the processes that give you the result? People chase for the result, you chase for the process. People chase for the result, you chase to understand and wield the causes. So at the end of the day, you must understand that everything, all the answers you ever wanted, lies inside your subconscious mind. If you can just get it to accept your ideal as true, it follows that you must receive everything that is on that frequency and in that truth. For that reason, it is so important that you become 100% aligned with what you want and what you truly believe. If you don't have this alignment, your subconscious will not be convinced, because it will, even though nobody is in the room, your subconscious knows, your conscience knows whether you are truly aligned or not, whether you truly believe in what you say, in what you sell, in what you speak to other people. Your next question is going to be, how then do I reprogram my subconscious mind to get all those amazing outcomes that you just described? There are two known ways to reprogram the subconscious mind. The first way is an emotional impact. This is not recommended because when this happens, it's like a meteorite crashing into planet Earth, and the magnitude of this impact is not easily controllable. It's like an emotional trauma. We don't know the severity, the lasting effect of this crash. Therefore, it may not last the way and the duration that we want it to. It's not controllable. It's not something you can control. Even if this emotional impact is a positive one, what happens when the adrenaline dies off? Do you still have the consistency? Will you still have the discipline? Will you still be taking massive action every day? Otherwise, do not depend on emotional impact to reprogram your subconscious mind. If you know how to use it, it's your friend. If you don't know how to use it, it becomes dangerous. This is what I highly recommend. It is known as intelligent repetition. Why did I put in the word intelligent? Because just pure repetition is not enough. What if you're repeating the wrong things? Then what's going to happen? You're programming the wrong habits. So it is not about becoming a robot. It is about learning the language that your subconscious mind uses so that you can trigger it at all the right angles, in all the right ways. You want to do it in such a way that eventually your subconscious mind tires and it accepts the new you, the new identity, the new programming that you have designed, that you have chosen with your own discernment as your new truth. When that happens, may I ask you, is it the same as just purely depending on your conscious mind? Yes and no, left and right, forwards and backwards. It's not enough. When you become one with your ideal, you're no longer stressed out. You're no longer burnt out. You're happily living your 6, 7, and beyond figure lifestyle by your own design. You are living that. You are it. Is there any more questioning? Is there any more argument? Is there any more negativity? Is there any more back and forth? Is there any more complaining? None of this will exist, and you don't even have to brainstorm or to invest in more techniques to cover up those symptoms, because you no longer deal with symptoms. Do you understand it now? That's when you have become the ideal. You're no longer chasing. You are it. On the flip side, now that you understand this process, take a look at what everyone else is doing wrong. They think that working brutally hard is the answer. How do I know that? I was a broke martial artist. I worked hard every single day. So I know what they're thinking. They think that doing the same things, listen to this, doing the same things every single day is going to lead to a different outcome. How crazy is that? In that same vein, they therefore think that change is risky. When you combine all these three together, you'll see that they think they know what thinking is. Is it obvious and clear to you now? The difference between dealing with effects versus dealing with causes within. The difference between stressing out your conscious mind versus handing it over to your subconscious mind, where it has all the solutions. Your intestines know exactly what to do. Your brain knows exactly what to do. Your heart knows exactly what to do. If for a single moment they stopped and they got confused and they didn't know what to do, what would happen to your body? Your subconscious mind is perfect. You know why? Because it is connected to the all intelligence, the infinite intelligence. That is why that every problem, every solution that could ever be generated in this world, it all exists within the infinite intelligence, otherwise known as God. If a person continues with this cycle, it can only lead to three things. And with your logical mind, you can easily arrive at this conclusion. If someone works brutally hard all the time and keeps doing the same thing day in and day out, and they see change as risky, are they going to get burned out eventually? Are they going to run out of steam eventually? Even if they don't run out physically, what happens emotionally? You know this very well. You die on the inside. You get stuck for eternity. And if this prolongs, then you start feeling the pain, the void of emptiness, because nothing works, right? This is the only possible outcome. If this carries on, it only leads to these three things: burnout, overwhelm, emptiness, pain. On the flip side, understand that whatever your subconscious mind accepts as true must come to pass. So, do not be doing what everyone else is doing, which is just replacing one symptom with another. Paying and paying for more techniques, investing and investing for more external solutions. I would like to invite you to cut through all the nonsense and master the causes, and intelligently reprogram your mind for success. The best way that I can further help you beyond just this single video of training is to really understand where are you right now, where you have been, what hasn't been working, and why. Are you stuck in any one of these cycles in your own way, shape, or form that you know is leading you down this path? What's that gonna do to your health? What's that gonna do to your family? What's that gonna do to your future? The best way that I can help you is to understand all of this and get clear on what is it that you really want for yourself. Am I making sense? So, if this is for you, let's talk. Where we're going to have a conversation on a call, where we're going to map out your master strategy for this new year, as well as a long-term plan, 3 years, 5 years, where exactly do you want to go? How exactly are you going to live it out? Not some fantasy, not some inarticulable thing, but something concrete, something specific, so that you can wake up every single day and know with absolute certainty that if you were to just follow this crystal clear roadmap towards your crystal clear goals, you're going to have everything you ever wanted that's amplified and supported by your subconscious mind, by your master key. This is the link. It's Sena.link. Type it in your browser. You're going to see my calendar, and I would like to invite you to book a call and take this conversation further. Understand that you're not supposed to let 2020 be a repeat of 2019. 2020 is supposed to be the year that things change for you. Let it be exponentially better. Crush what is not working and amplify with your subconscious mind what will work, and let victory come your way. You are a champion. This is the end of your training on how to unleash the subconscious powers of your mind. And I hope that by now you are thoroughly informed of what you are sitting on right now and what are your possibilities and which path you should not go and which path you should move towards. If this video brought you the clarity and inspiration you needed, remember to drop a comment and take decisive action. And if there is any further topics that you'd like me to provide more trainings on, put it in the comments below or send them my way as well. It is a privilege for me to share these things with you. It is a privilege for me to serve and help you in your transformational journey. Until next time, I'll see you here.